And welcome back to Mariners Baseball. As you can tell that it's actually the Apple TV night. So that means if you were planning to watch this game on RoofTopSports, too bad for you. But the good news is I got the coverage for you, especially if you don't want to give money to MLB TV or MLB radio or whatever, because if you don't want to spend that kind of money, I don't blame you at all. Instead, you get to watch my reaction, live play-by-play reaction. And thank you very much for joining. And while you do so, hit that like button, subscribe, hit the notification bell. Also, donate to this channel. You have three options. You have the YouTube Super Chat, Venmo, and PayPal. Those are my usernames right there. Links will be available in the description. And here we are. We've got the Mariners and the Los Angeles Angels, or shall I say Anaheim Angels. Mariners are at second place, while the Astros are in the first place of this division. And it's going to be quite a game. It's going to be a challenge because the Mariners did get swept by the Angels last time around in Seattle, and they lost a huge series to them on the road in Anaheim in July. So Mariners will have to step it up this time, where we've got George Kirby against Samuel. I can't even say his name. And doesn't look like that he is starting. I don't know if I picked up the right guy for my fantasy baseball team, because I'm pretty sure, because I remember I did look at the schedule, because I also pick up players that are based on who is playing the Mariners, and Fulmer is out. Let's see if I could. Nope, I can't add him. It's too late. That's unfortunate. I got nobody. But I have George Kirby today, so he's going to be playing today. And the lineups that we got for the Mariners is this following. Leadoff hitter, shortstop, J.P. Crawford. Center fielder, Julio Rodriguez. Cal Raleigh is your catcher. Arozarena batting cleanup as left field. Jorge Polanco at second base. Justin Turner first base. Dylan Moore third base. And the awful Mitch Garver as a designated hitter. And Victor Robles is playing in right field. And the pitcher is Samuel. Looks like this is going to be his major league debut. So this is definitely going to be a challenge for the Mariners, as you got a young guy who is young and hungry. He's got nothing to lose. If I knew earlier, I definitely would have added him to my fantasy baseball team, which would have been nice, but he's not there. So the Mariners are going to have to play with someone that they've never dealt with before. He has a decent feel for four pitches. His spin heater sits in the low 90s, though. So it looks like he's got not so much of a fastball guy, but we'll see. Maybe I could be wrong, as we are going to get ready within the next 7 minutes of this Mariners baseball game. And my water bottle is over there. Yeah, I'm loaded and ready. Looks like we got some young Angels. Got Joe Adell at age 25, 18 home runs. Logan Hoppe at 17 home runs. Nolan Shanuel has a 346 OBP. And Zach Neto at 20 home runs and 23 stolen bases, under club control up until 2029 and as soon as 2027. So the Angels do have some young players to definitely look forward to for the future. And as for the Mariners, as though they have young prospects to look forward to, problem is they are not available quite yet, because they are in the minor leagues at the moment. And we are in commercial break as we speak. And keys to the game, hopefully the Mariners can just stay aggressive, do what they've been doing to at least get the 4 runs per game. We should sweep the Angels. Absolutely. Should not only sweep the Angels. Yep. Sid Rocks, you hate the apple. Well, here I am providing a service for you guys. Yes, you won't get you're not going to get the game footage there, but you will be getting, you are at least going to be getting my reaction to it and my live coverage. So that's the best I can do for you. And plus, you'd want to hear, you don't want to watch the game. It's because like that whole don't be someone that you're not. And here we are. Still waiting. Got 5 minutes left until this game begins. And sadly, I got nobody on my show today. Real quick, before the game, do you think the Seahawks have a chance this year? This is Psychopathic Minds. I don't really know. I don't really have much of an opinion to say about the Seahawks. I mean, Geno Smith is what's going to hold up, unfortunately, against. I don't think he's the quarterback of the future. He's getting up there in the age, and I didn't think he was even that good, even in his prime. So I don't know. Maybe another 9-8, maybe 10-7 season. Depends how that defense does too. Houston's up 1-0. Yep, I saw that. Not good. Somehow, yeah, Mariners are definitely gonna have to sweep out if they're playing that well against the Kansas City Royals, which they did win last week. I mean, Kansas City, I mean, they're at this point just playing for the wild card. Let me see the MLB standings between them. MLB standings, we've got Kansas City only has a 1.5 game, so they're going to be playing for a division. So there is definitely some kind of incentivization for the Kansas City Royals to win. But the problem is the Royals are on the road against the Houston Astros. M's schedule is stressing you out, honestly. Is it stressing you out? Also, Psychopathic Minds, in case if you haven't, hit that subscribe button in case if you haven't been. I haven't seen you, so good to meet you. But let's look at that Mariners schedule as we go into September, as these are the last 2 days of August. And here they are. First, it's going to be you close against the Angels. Then you're going to Oakland for a 4-game set, and I don't think that's going to be an easy camper either. Then you're going to be at St. Louis, and the Mariners tend to struggle against the St. Louis Cardinals. Let's do the Mariners all-time records versus teams. And give me just a moment. SeatGeek is a mobile ticketing app for sporting events, concerts, and other events. They make the buying experience easier by the app ranking each ticket from 0 to 10 to see if you are getting a good deal, and you can see exactly where you are sitting. I regularly use that app, and I have had nothing but a fantastic experience with SeatGeek. Use my promo code RoofTopSports to get $20 off of your first purchase. Link to the code, app, and website will be in the description, so take advantage, and thank you. Yeah, sorry about that. Okay, where are we at? So, the schedule, that's right. Playing at St. Louis, going to be a really tough one. Looking for the all-time records against. If I can even find the all-time records. It looks like J.P. Crawford's going to be up to the bat. And unfortunately, I could not find those all-time records against each team, unfortunately. And now it looks like we're getting ready for the game. And we got some comments in there already flying in there. And here is that first pitch coming in. And here is the pitch. And that's a first pitch fly ball to center field. And nothing doing. And he makes the catch. And that is going to be 1 down. As we got one out already. That was fast in just one swing. And now here is Julio Rodriguez, who is batting second. And now here is the pitch. And that is going to be a ball, missing doing. Mariners against the Cardinals are 9-12, so they do have a tough time playing against the Cardinals. And the pitch, and that was a ball. I thought that was a little strange looking pitch. Could not really tell if that was a ball or a strike. And now here is the pitch. And that is low for a ball. 3-0 for Julio Rodriguez. And we're looking at the 3-0. Maybe take the pitch, but you don't know what he's going to give you up the middle. What is he going to do? And now the pitch. And that is in there for a strike. It was on the inside. I did not blame him for not taking that one. Next in the schedule, it's going to be San Diego, which is going to be, I mean, you would think that they can sweep in the pitch. And that is ball 4, take your base, and Julio Rodriguez gets on base with a walk. Then you're playing a division rival, Texas Rangers, then New York Yankees, then at Texas, at Houston, and then Oakland at home. So the schedule is going to be brutal. Psychopathic Mind says, I've seen your channel just a few minutes ago. I'm a real fanatic in baseball and wanted to join the live. Added a sub for you. I appreciate that. And Psychopathic Minds, if you'd like to join, you can actually join. Oh, wait, you're joining just for the live. Okay, I thought you wanted to be on my show for a second, but I would only do that for like after shows anyway. And now the pitch, and that is outside for a ball for Cal Raleigh. Yeah, it's definitely not going to be an easy September. Like, they had an easy August, and they blew it. Had they just been 500, they would have been running away with that division. And now here's the pitch to Cal Raleigh, and that is a foul ball, 2-1. If you've noticed, the approach on the plate has been a lot better since Dan Wilson has taken over. And also, update, just want to let you know that I will be seeing Jeff Fassero on Tuesday, former Mariner pitcher Jeff Fassero, to talk about Dan Wilson. And now the 2-1. And that is going to be popped up to right center field. Looks like Joe Adell is going to be... Oh, no, it's a center fielder, and he makes the catch. And now we got 2 down. 2 outs already with just very little swings. 2 of those outs were less than about 5 pitches, I believe. A lot of first-round picks for the Angels that they have. So they do have a team of the future, you would think. Yeah, Julio should have been stealing second on the first time around. Don't know why he didn't do that. Now here's Randy Arozarena up to the plate. And the pitch. And that is a strike. And that was a 94-mile-an-hour fastball. And I really do think Julio should steal. Randy Arozarena batting .218, 18 home runs. He did hit 2 home runs in his last 3 games. And the pitch. And that's going to be inside for a ball. Thing is about Julio, he may be limited of stealing because of the lefty being able to see Julio Rodriguez at first base. And I think that's why that he is probably not going to steal as much as you would expect. And now the pitch. And that is a foul ball. That was pretty much in the middle, kind of slightly in the inside. And that's going to be a 1-2 count on Randy Arozarena. Camera showing to Edgar Martinez. Pitcher looks very determined, or maybe he looks nervous, not sure. And now here's the pitch. And now here's a fly ball to deep left center field, and that's going to drop in for a base hit. Didn't necessarily go deep, but that was deep enough to get Julio. And, safe at second base is Randy Arozarena with his hustling to a double. And now Julio's also at third base. Maybe he would have had a chance at home. That was a big shocker right there. And we got 2 outs, but we got men on second and third, runners in scoring position. And what a hustle by Randy Arozarena. He barely got there at the skin of his teeth. That could be a reviewable call. I wonder if they're going to challenge that. Oh, nope. No challenge will be necessary, I guess. And now here's the pitch. And that is fouled back. That looked like a really good pitch to swing at. Kind of disappointed, you say, that we won't be seeing much of Leo Rivas this season. Yeah, he was that spark plug. Offseason will be interesting. I don't even want to think about the offseason. The only thing I want to think about is the remaining of the 2024 season and the pitch to Polanco, and he takes it for a ball. Polanco in the second half been playing a lot better. OPS of 842, been a much more effective hitter. And the pitch. And now here's a liner, and that gets off the glove for a base hit. Julio is going to score, and Arozarena is being waved home, and the Mariners take a 2-0 lead on a 2 RBI single by Jorge Polanco. Either that was an error or was that a base hit? We're checking to see if that was a base hit. And looks like it was still a base hit. And the Mariners take a 2-0 lead. Great hit by Jorge Polanco. And they're going to rule that as an error. So it's going to be a 2-run reached on error. The pitch to Justin. Oh, and that hit Justin Turner. And now he's going to get a free bag to first base. He will certainly take it for the team. And now you got runners on first and second with 2 outs, though. But the Mariners do get on the board. And looks like this rookie pitcher does seem to be tense in the situation. Got Ron Washington coming out to have a little bit of a chatter with him. Wonder what he's going to tell him. Ron Washington, 9th season as a manager. If you remember, he was a longtime manager for the Texas Rangers from 2007 to 2014. Chris, how's it going? Dylan Moore playing. Maybe they should have had Leo Rivas playing, but I guess they were all about that matchup, which Dan Wilson still clings on to. He's not as bad about it as Scott Service is. Scott Service was a lot worse about it. Like, he was very matchup obsessed, and it just doesn't work all the time. Houston still 1-0 at the bottom of the 7th inning, so the Mariners definitely have to win just to keep it at break even. And now the pitch. And that is popped up and fouled. Dylan Moore with 19 pitches. I'm sorry, not Dylan Moore. He is 201 with 9 home runs and 37 RBIs. Born in California, not so far away from the Angels Stadium. So he must have been an Angels fan growing up. And now we're looking at the 0-1 and now the pitch. And that is going to be outside for a ball. And flick of the switch, how's it going? Enjoying a Mariners lead so far, as we are looking at 7 viewers so far. And donate to this channel when you get the opportunity. There's 3 ways to do it. The pitch to Dylan. Oh, and that hits him again. And now the bases are going to be loaded. Dylan Moore is now getting hit. And looks like this pitcher's a bit nervous. I thought he was going to have it against the Mariners because Mariners don't do well against 5+ ERA guys. And now we got the bases loaded for Mitch Garver, but we all know how this is going to end, right? Like, Mitch Garver, probably not going to do much at all. Also, Psychopathic Minds, I know that you've just joined this channel, but you can also join the membership of this channel. Now, here is Mitch Garver up to the plate, the pitch, and that is a ball. And now we're looking at the pitch and the pitch. And now here is a ground ball. That's a fair ball into the corner. That's at least going to score 2 runs. 1 run is in. 2 runs in. Is that going to be 3 runs? Dylan Moore at third base. All 3 of them are going to score. And the Mariners are going to take another significant lead with a 2 RBI double by Mitch Garver. So actually make it a 2-run score by Mitch Garver. And now it's 4-0 Mariners. What a hit by Mitch Garver. He really stepped up with the bases loaded. And now the pitch to Robles. And now here is another line drive fly ball. And that is going to be a fair ball. And that is going to be a ground rule double, as that seems. Or is that a foul ball? That's a foul ball. I stand corrected. I gave you guys a heart attack for almost no reason. Nope, too early to say. I'm not going to say anything for Garver. But Garver really get that line drive in there. And now we got Victor Robles at an 0-1 so far. And now the pitch. And now here is a line drive. And that is going to be a base hit up the middle. Dylan Moore scores. Is that another run going to be scored? Nope, Garver's going to stay at third base. And that is now 5-0 Mariners on an RBI single by Victor Robles. And we have went through the entire lineup. Chris is correct. And the Mariners are still running riot. And guess what? They did it with 2 outs. 2 outs, shall I say. A nice blooper that was. Psychopathic Minds, take that back. Delete that comment. We are not back. Don't forget, it's the Angels against a rookie pitcher. Yes, they took advantage of it, but don't forget, Houston is also clinging to a 1-0 lead. So hold that excitement for a little bit. By the way, you've been warned. I'm a very, very realistic negative guy. Could be, as some has interpreted. And now here is J.P. Crawford batting again. And now the pitch. And that is going to be in there for a strike. J.P. Crawford on the first pitch. He did fly out to center field. Now we're looking at the 1-1. And now the pitch. Oh, inside. And that nearly got J.P. Crawford. And now we're looking at the 2-1 lead. A 2-1 pitch. Yeah, this is his debut. This is 100% his debut. And he's already given up 5 runs so far. And can J.P. Crawford keep doing it? Can he keep this up? And now the pitch. And now runners going. And Robles goes to second base. Now you got runners on second and third. Let's keep adding it. Do not stop scoring. Robles had an excellent jump, too. And now we're looking at the 3-1. And now the pitch. And that is going to be ball 4. Take your base. And now we've got the bases loaded. 2 outs. And now it's going to be up to Julio Rodriguez. Julio Rodriguez with the bases loaded. He has hit 1 grand slam in his career. And that was against the Texas Rangers during that 14-game winning streak. And hopefully, let's see if Julio can add to this. Doesn't have to be a grand slam. Just anything we will take. And now the pitch. And that is up high for a ball. That's going to be a 1-0 count. No dagger in this game yet. They still got to keep going because they have blown a 7-0 lead before. And now Julio's awaiting in the pitch. And a swing and a miss. He was really trying to do it. And that is going to be strike 1 for Julio Rodriguez. Sid Rocks, no mercy. Cobra Kai, no mercy. And now the pitch. And foul ball again. It's going to be a 1-2. And Julio's really trying to add on to this. Maybe just put them in the gap. You don't necessarily have to hit the home run. Yeah, Julio is not calm in these situations, especially with 2 outs, bases loaded. He doesn't take on the pressure very well, as we are looking at a 1-2 count on Julio. 33 pitches for this new starter. And now the pitch. And that is strike 3 called, and that is going to retire the side. But the good news is the Mariners get 5 runs out of it here in the bottom of the first. And that was all started with an error by Zach Neto. And now it is a 5-0 Mariners advantage. SoFi is an online bank and a personal financing company offering financial diverse products. They hold the naming rights to the home of the Los Angeles Rams and the Los Angeles Chargers, named SoFi Stadium. They offer amazing checking and savings accounts where you can get up to 4.6% on savings accounts. There are no monthly fees to maintain the accounts, and they have over 55,000 no-fee ATMs around the United States. You even have access to a budgeting program, stock trading, and insurance programs. Join SoFi and get $25 for joining and or $25 for opening a stock trading account. Links are available in the description. And thank you. And lastly, I am not a financial advisor, so either find a professional financial advisor or go with your own gut. Yep, I just provided the links, or it's also in the description of this video. So if you would like to get $25 worth of free stocks, go ahead and use that promo code RoofTopSports if you want to either open a bank account. And don't forget, those interest rates can go up to 4.5% in savings. So would be, if you're not comfortable with necessarily with the S&P 500 or the index funds, use a high yield savings account. It's better than that 0.01% that you're getting out of your Chase or Wells Fargo or bank of garbage accounts. And also, by the way, do not take my advice. I'm not a financial advisor in any way. Oh, flick. Yeah, Julio is just not calm in the situation at all. You are correct. And we are back from the break. And now got George Kirby, who has already a comfortable 5-0 lead. But we all know how this goes. The Mariners do blow this. So if you are watching the Angels, maybe put some money on there. So if you put in $10, you might win 500. And now the pitch. And that is outside for a ball for George Kirby. This is Taylor Ward. As we are looking, he is at a 238 average with 17 home runs. If you bet right now in the casino, as we got a swing and a miss, strike one, you bet $10, you'll win $75. So if you're at the casino, maybe put in your $10. And now we're looking at the 5-0. And now here's the pitch. And that is up high for a ball. Checking around the score for the other game that really matters the most, it's going to be the Astros game, where it's still a 1-0 lead, and they are still being no hit. And now the pitch. And that is outside for a ball. Psychopathic Minds. Let me check that really quick and see if that was actually correct, because it could be possible. And the next pitch. And there's a fly ball to deep right field. And Robles is going back. And that is gone. That is a home run for Taylor Ward. And already the Mariners seem to be starting a meltdown. And now it's the Mariners 5. And the Angels 1 on a home run by Taylor Ward. And I'm telling you, this game is far from over. Yeah, Kirby did not pitch a good one on that one. That was just right slap down the middle, and he just gave up a home run already. Something that these Mariners starters have a weakness of. They have a bad habit of giving up all these kind of runs. Going to that Kansas City series, that was in June when they lost 10-9. And the pitcher was, actually, it was Bryce Miller. He was the one that gave up 7 runs. Yeah, George Kirby, and I thought he was going to be the ace of this team, as we got a ground ball, foul ball. Yeah, it was Miller. I know the worst part of this, George Kirby's actually my favorite player on this team, and it's just painful to watch him just completely struggle. And George Kirby hasn't exactly been as effective as he was at the start of the season. And now the pitch to Neto, and that is a foul ball. George Kirby's last 4 starts, the last time he actually had a good quality start was a 10-0 victory. It was that 10-0 victory against Chicago. And since that Chicago series, and now the pitch to Neto, and that hit him, and that is going to go to first base, is Zach Neto. We got no outs, and we got a runner on first base. Now I'm just assessing the numbers. George Kirby, ever since George Kirby has had in his last 5 starts, he is 1-4, giving up 6 home runs with a 5.84 ERA. So that's got to tell you something about how George Kirby's really been doing in his last 6 starts. Yeah. I don't know about getting rid of him. But yeah, Psychopathic Minds, that was when Miller was kind of struggling at the beginning. And now here is Nolan Shanuel. And that almost gets away. And don't forget, Mariners still have not gotten an out. They have yet to. But they have got to before things become a disaster, which we cannot afford. As Nolan Shanuel is at the plate, batting .251 with 12 home runs. And now the pitch. And now here's a throw to second base, and that is not in time. Clearly not in time. And at this point, I would walk Nolan Shanuel. Just walk him. Got to get the double play. No reason to keep him there. And it really just seems that whenever the Mariners take big leads like this, it always just feels too good to be true. And Kirby is shaking his glove. And now here's the pitch. And runner goes again in the throw to third. And this time, nope. Dylan Moore could not catch it. And now you got a runner on third base. And Kirby has just been off today. And so is Cal Raleigh with those bad throws. I really thought there was a shot, but it was a bad throw and a bad scoop by Dylan Moore. It was a combination of both. And now we got a 2-1 count. Now here's the pitch. And that is a strike, 2-2. So maybe get the strikeout on this one. And Shanuel still awaiting as we were looking at the 2-2. And now the pitch. And that is fouled again. And George Kirby has really been struggling this game. I mean, George Kirby's last outing against San Francisco gave up 3 runs. Only had 3 strikeouts, only pitched 5 innings. Barely even went into 5 innings. And now the pitch. And that is going to be outside for ball 3. 3-2 for Nolan Shanuel. And this is starting to get out of control. I knew that this 5-0 lead that the Mariners had, it was just too good to be true. And now we're looking at the 3-2. And now the pitch. And now here's a fly ball, and that should get a run in there. Julio's going to be there. He makes the catch, tagging at third, and the throw, too, is going to be cut off by J.P. Crawford. And now the Mariners are down, or the Angels are only down by 3 runs right now. Don't forget, there is still another 8 innings to go after this. George Kirby's pitching arsenal: 4-seam fastball, sinker, slider, splitter, knuckle curve, and a cutter. He's got a lot of good stuff, but 3 of those pitches are very underdeveloped. George Kirby's got to settle down. And now here's the pitch. And that is a strike to Anthony Rendon. Anthony Rendon has been quite a bit of controversy, saying that he doesn't really care about baseball. And look at his numbers: 225, but he has a career OPS of 894. We can get, but the problem with Emerson Hancock, I mean, he's at best a 5 starter, but I would not think of him as a future. I mean, we've already seen what he can do, but not much. And now here is a fly ball to right field, and Robles is there. And he makes the catch, and that is going to be 2 outs finally. And we're going to go into the next batter. Ball's caught by Julio and Robles. And now it's going to be Ohape, who is batting 246. I wouldn't think about the George Kirby trade right now. Only if it gets you a good bat, then sure. But it has to be a really good one. And yeah, Kirby's using that fastball way too much. This time he's mixing it with breaking stuff, but that is outside for a ball. Now the pitch, and a swing and a miss, and that is going to be a strike. As we're looking at the 1-1 on Logan Ohape. And now the pitch. And that's going to be popped up, fly ball. Someone's going to have to communicate on this one. And Justin Turner's not going to make the catch. And he had a chance on that one, but it's going to be strike 2. Very disappointing that Justin Turner there was like not much of a talking going on. And Justin Turner really lost track of that. I would like to see Locklear get a chance. And we're looking at the 1 and 2 to Logan Ohape. And now here is the pitch. And that's going to be popped up, and that should do it. Jorge Polanco is there. And he makes the catch, and that is going to retire the side. But the Angels did make up for it to make it 5-2. So the Mariners are going to have to do a lot more than 5 runs because of that home run by Taylor Ward. And don't get me wrong, like, although this team has been an absolute disaster, the Angels are, they still have young players to look forward to of the future with many years of club control. And now, you need to take a little breather for a commercial break. Are you looking to optimize your office, studio, or man cave? The Glance LED ticker may be for you. It is a customizable LED display providing real-life sports scores, stock prices, crypto, the news, and even the weather. Use my promo code RoofTopSports to get 10% off the purchase, and thank you. And what a tragedy. Astros with runners on second and third with 1 out. Yep, this is exactly why Mariners pretty much have to win out. I mean, I know it's unreasonable, but Mariners have got to. I would say you got to sweep them all. You got to sweep the Angels. You got to sweep the Oakland A's, and you got to find a way to get 2 out of 3 from the Cardinals. And I know that Cardinals on the road is going to be very unrealistic to even entertain anything. To even entertain anything of any kind of a win or something like that, of any kind of a series win. It's going to take a lot. I'm going through all of the history between the Mariners and the Cardinals just for fun. Going through the entire, all those seasons. They didn't play against each other until 2002. In the 2002 season, it was in June when they first played against each other. It was the Mariners took 2 out of 3 with a 10-0 victory. Nobody hit home runs those games. Joel Pinheiro was the pitcher along with Darryl Kyle. And the scary thing is Darryl Kyle, his career was cut short within a couple weeks. And he was just to think that he was playing baseball. Wonder what happened to Darryl Kyle. And now the pitch to Cal Raleigh. Ground ball foul. Kyle was only 33 years old when his life was cut short. Pitched a no-hitter in 1993. And the pitch. And that's going to be outside for a ball. He had pretty much died of a heart attack. And they said it was natural causes in the pitch. That is outside for a ball. And the scary thing is, his death came 4 days after Jack Buck was dead too. And that's going to be low for a ball. So yes, they took 2 of 3. And then they went back to St. Louis in 2004, where they got absolutely swept. And that's when they were pretty much a dead team. Now the pitch. And now here is a fly ball to deep left field. And that is going to be fielded. That hit the marine layer. I mean, that's not in T-Mobile Park, so you can't blame T-Mobile Park for that. Chase down KC and Minnesota. Dream. Good first inning. But do you think it'll be crazy to skip a couple starts with Kirby? No, you can't skip him. Now the pitch. Rosarena is popping up to center field. Now the Mariners' bats have all of a sudden just died. Now we got 2 outs already. in just so quickly of time. I really thought the Cal Raleigh thing was going to be a home run. And now we're looking at Jorge Polanco, and now the pitch. And that is going to be a ball. And now another pitch. And now here's a fly ball to center field, and that makes the catch. And that is going to retire the side on a 1-2-3 inning. Just blanked them really fast. Now I need another commercial break.
Modern Exterior Solutions is a fully licensed and insured full-service exterior renovations company serving Seattle and East Side communities. We know that a home is one of your most important possessions. That's why we're committed to providing high-quality, affordable home renovations for each customer's individual budget. We're diverse enough to meet the challenges of any project you put in front of us. Our workmanship minimizes the use of third-party services, and our team works together to meet all your deadlines. Anytime there's a challenge, we work with you to find a solution. We are proud to work with distributors of quality brand products with durable, ample protection from the elements for a variety of applications, including James Hardie siding and trim. Talk with us today about your project's needs, and we can help you solve all the challenges along the way.
Rooftop always has to throw shade on the offense. Yep. And Scott Service, but he's gone, so I can't really say anything about him anymore. And Mariners, when they're in St. Louis, at St. Louis, shall I say, they're 0-3 plus 1-3. And this is in 2010 when they only went 1-3. Remember 2011, they played all the East teams. 2012 was all West. 2013, they didn't play St. Louis throughout that season. Did they in 14? 14 was mostly the East teams. And then 2015, they don't really play in St. Louis that often. But Mariners don't really play well in St. Louis. Like, their wins come at a rarity. And we are back from the break. And Justin Turner, that they're looking at him right now. He was acquired by the Blue Jays. Now the pitch, and that is outside for a ball, and they're having Justin Turner all mic'd up for whatever reason. Now the pitch, and that is popped up over to third base side. That's going to be a tough angle, but Dylan Moore's got it, and that's going to be one down. So they hadn't played in St. Louis since 2013. So in St. Louis of total, they are 2-7 in St. Louis. Now the pitch, and that's going to be a foul ball. So that St. Louis series, I'll be happy if they get 2 out of 3 on that one, to be honest with you. Win the pitch. And that is outside for a ball. Why did we not put up a claim for Gamble? Because Jerry DiPoto doesn't know anything. And now the pitch. And that is outside for a ball again. And that is going to be a 2-1 count. Dan Wilson, manager of the Mariners, camera being shown to him. And now the pitch. And foul ball again, strike 2. And George Kirby's pitches is at 42, shall I say. No, that was the other guy. He's at 29 pitches, surprisingly. It's kind of held it together just a little bit. 9 seconds on the clock. And the pitch. And now here's a ground ball right to Polanco. Throw to first. In time. And that is going to be 2 down. I don't really like these mic'd up things at baseball. Like, I would think that's a bit distracting for the players, wouldn't it be? And maybe I should put up the game. Now the pitch. Now here's a ground ball right to the shortstop. Throw to first. And it's in time. And that is going to retire the side. And unfortunately, the Astros are up 2-0 right now. So if the Mariners win this game, it will be, unfortunately, it would be an offset. That's why Mariners should have won those games when the Astros lost. And the Mariners blew it. Trying to turn on the Royals game. As we got Paul DeJong, career versus Josh Hader. He's 1 for 12. And the pitch to him. And a fly ball to deep left field. And that is gone. That's a home run for Kansas City. And they have just tied the game. Josh Hader blows the save. And now it's a 2-2 tie. Yeah, I just saw it myself on Paul DeJong. What a blast by Kansas City. Can't believe I just caught that right on the spec. And oh, looks like, yeah, I can't really show that, huh? That was just, I got a feeling that was going to be gone. That's only Kansas City's second hit. So they had a no-hitter getting hit against them, and now they just tied the game. Reese, you know, I feel like more of a Royal fan than a Mariner fan now. Yeah, pretty much. Keep watching it, Roof. You are bringing them luck, as it seems. Maybe. Just maybe. But maybe you jinxed my reverse jinxing. Thought of that. Bobby Witt Jr. reached on the E6. And there's a strikeout. Alexa, how far is the Angel Stadium from Disneyland?
From Disneyland Park, Angel Stadium of Anaheim is 4 miles away.
4 miles away. Now here is Justin Turner. And he reaches and he pops up to second base. And nothing doing, as that's going to be making the catch. And I think that's Taylor Ward. No, that's not Taylor Ward. That's Brandon Drury who made the catch. He was a former Yankee. Nick Lofton of Kansas City, up to him to be the hero. And he pops it up, and that's going to end the inning. And we're going to the bottom of the 9th inning. And the pitch to Dylan Moore. And that is a foul ball. Mariners have got to come up with more runs. It is clear that 5 runs is not going to be enough with the way that George Kirby pitched in the first inning, which, by the way, pitched atrociously. And now the pitch to Moore again. And that is a strike. He is down to an 0-2 right now. And now the pitch. And that is outside for a ball. I haven't been to Disneyland since 2017, and I intend to keep that streak going. As we're looking at the 1-2, and now the pitch. That is low for a ball, 1-2. About 40,000 Democrats and 50,000 liberals away. Uh-huh. Oh, you flicko. As we're looking at the 2-2. And now the pitch. And it's a fly ball to left field and shallow. Nothing doing. And he makes the catch. And that's going to be 2 outs for Dylan Moore. From Dylan Moore. They're talking about Harold Reynolds, Jamie Moyer, with some notable awards that they've received. Edgar Martinez with the Roberto Clemente Award in 2004. Nelson Cruz. These are all Roberto Clemente Awards, I guess. Justin Turner had one in 2022, known for their charity work. And now here's Mitch Garver. And that is a strike. Alexa, what is the Roberto Clemente Award?
The Roberto Clemente Award is given annually to the Major League Baseball player who best exemplifies the game of baseball, sportsmanship, community involvement, and the individual's contribution to his team, as voted on by baseball fans and members of the media.
Interesting. Now the pitch. And now here's a fly ball to left field. Nothing doing. And he makes the catch. And that is another 1-2-3 inning by the Angels. Looks like this rookie has really settled down this time. And Angels have opportunities to make a big comeback. They're showing Ken Griffey Jr. on the Apple commercial. They're showing that 9 innings video game. Ben Gamble is up to the plate. Used to have that long, beautiful hair. One out. Ben Gamble was actually a surprising contributor to the team. But he's been a journeyman since. Gamble was with the Mariners in 2017, 2018, then with the Brewers for a couple of seasons. Then the Pirates, Guardians, Pirates, Padres, Mets, and now Astros. So Ben Gamble's been bounced around in the league quite a bit. But Ben Gamble, his career high was with the Mariners in 2017. And how Ben Gamble went to the Mariners, he was traded for Juan de Paula, and it looks like that was like a going all in kind of move. They were really trying to compete for the 2017 season and get some offense. He was batting .275 with a .322 OBP, but he struck out 122 times. But he made it up with 11 home runs, 27 doubles. So Ben Gamble was actually a big contributor to the team. And now he's just bouncing around. It's like he dealt with injuries and underperformances. And Astros just hit a base hit. Now here is Nico Cavadas. Now the pitch by Kirby. And that is a strike. Here in the bottom of the third. Nico Cavadas has not really done much. Now the 0-1. And that's going to be popped up to left field. And Dylan Moore is there, and he makes the catch, and Arozarena nearly bumped into him. Got 2 outs so far. Didn't know Perez was playing first. I thought he was strictly a catcher and DH. I guess anything's possible. Twins have now lost 4 in a row, haven't they? Maybe an epic September collapse to give the Mariners some room. As we got Taylor Ward who hit the home run as the Angels finally get to the next part of their lineup. And now the pitch. And there's a fly ball to deep right center field, still going. And Julio is there. And he makes a leaping catch, and that's going to be 2 down. I really thought that was going to be a home run. It really looked like it. And Taylor Ward has been finding a way to hit off of Kirby quite a bit. Kirby's like, oh, thank God. In terms of the wild card, Mariners are actually 4.5 back. And now here's a fly ball to center field. Julio makes the catch again, and that's going to retire the side. Mariners with another 1-2-3 inning, and now it's still 5-2. And there's 2 outs for the Houston Astros right now. If the Mariners win today, looks like they'll be, I guess, 4 games back from the wild card. But the division is a much more reachable thing. But maybe with the Twins making their collapse, because they've lost 4 in a row, maybe anything is possible. Now Jose Altuve's up to the plate, and here's the pitch. And a swing and a miss, strike 1. Showing an Ohtani commercial. Now the pitch to Altuve. And now here's a fly ball to deep left field. And that is off the wall. And that's going to cause some problems. And the runner has scored. And this ball game is over. And the Astros have won the game on a Jose Altuve RBI. And yep, Mariners have to win just to break even, unfortunately. Yep, Astros won. Big surprise there. Now they've won 2 in a row. So any of the games that the Mariners won, it did not matter in the last 2. So Mariners have to win to make up for it, just to break even. That's why you got to win all these games. That Rays game on the other day was a wasted opportunity. It's not all good, because if this was like the last parts of the season, you'd be like, oh crap, Mariners really got to win. As we got a base hit to left field, and that is Victor Robles, who has well contributed already for the Mariners today. And bad news too, Boston is like Boston's winning themselves, or looks like Boston just won in extras against Detroit, so that's not going to help either. Now here's J.P. Crawford, and he calls for time. Victor Robles with 17 stolen bases. Hasn't been caught yet. Maybe he should steal that base. And now here's the pitch to Crawford. And that is a strike. Won't be seeing much stealing with a guy at second base, with the pitcher as a lefty, though. That's going to be the problem. And now J.P. Crawford up to the plate. Now the pitch. Low for a ball. Now the pitch to Crawford. And that is going to be a strike. Not like there's any other wild card implications to watch right now, unfortunately. And now we'll look at the 1-2. And the pitch. Now here's a ground ball. Probably going to be double play ball. Throw to second. And that is all he's going to get. That's why Victor Robles probably should have stole second. Yeah, it does. That's the thing. The Astros know exactly when to lose. That's the problem. And absolutely got to put it in play. Julio Rodriguez up to the plate. Can he step up and redeem himself from that last hit or last at bat? Now here's the pitch. And now here's a fly ball to deep left center field. And that is gone. That's a home run for Julio Rodriguez. And the Mariners have just extended their lead 7-2 on a 2-run home run. And when I was asking for something, this is what he gives me. And I will more than take it. 7-2. What a hit by Julio Rodriguez. And by the way, flick of the switch, you did spoil it for me, but hey, I'd rather be spoiled than not be spoiled on something that sucks. As Julio hits a home run, or maybe I should have done Julio! Nice 2-run home run. I believe that is going to be home run number 13 for him. And Cal Raleigh hits a fly ball to right field, but that's going to be caught by Joe Adell. And he makes the catch, and that is going to be 2 outs. Julio and Victor Robles vibing together very well. What if Julio August comes on September? That'd be a perfect time, wouldn't it? And yes, back-to-back games with a bomb. The game is not over, BC. Stop it. As we are looking at Arozarena. The pitch. And that is going to be a strike. Now here's a ground ball. And that's going to be foul ball. Do you remember Kansas City? Because 10-0 through 4 innings. And we lost. I think it was like 9-0 though. A Rosie Arena, all the flowers. That's a good one, Flick. And now the pitch to Arozarena. And now here's a ground ball right to the shortstop. Oh, and he bobbles the ball. And that's going to be an error. And Arozarena makes it to first base. Now is Zach Neto. White Sox about to lose their 105th game. Maybe I should check that out and see what's going on. As we are looking at a 7-2 ball game. And now we're looking at Polanco. And that is a ball. I mean, Flick, it's pretty much demoralizing as what the season's going on right now. But I want to check out that White Sox game to see what's going on. Now here is Polanco, who reached on an error. Now the pitch. And that is a strike. Or maybe take a look and see what's going on with Tacoma right now. Maybe I'll watch some Aqua Sox. Aqua Sox are up 8-0 right now. Got the Nuts in the Storm. Arkansas is playing. As we are looking at the pitch to Polanco. And a swing and a miss, strike 3, and that is going to retire the side. But Julio Rodriguez hits a home run. And that makes it a 7-2 ball game. And that was absolutely just monstered out of there. And now we are going into break. SeatGeek is a mobile ticketing app for sporting events, concerts, and other events. They make the buying experience easier by the app ranking each ticket from 0 to 10 to see if you are getting a good deal, and you can see exactly where you are sitting. I regularly use that app, and I have had nothing but a fantastic experience with SeatGeek. Use my promo code RoofTopSports to get $20 off of your first purchase. Link to the code, app, and website will be in the description, so take advantage, and thank you. What do we got here? You watch college football? I did watch a little bit of college football last season between UW and Michigan. I did cover that game. I covered their semifinals and the finals, but I was not cheering for UW because I don't like UW, and this is coming from someone that went to UW, and I hated every bit of UW. You watch college, go Huskies. I'm not a Husky fan. Big Ten? Well, here's the thing. Here's my thing on this whole thing. Huskies, with their own insatiable greed, are the ones that blew up the Pac-12 because they were greedy. They wanted more revenue. They wanted more attention when they were already dominating their conference. Wait, Kevin Kirby, you went to UW Bothell? Wait, Kevin Kirby, what year did you graduate? We've had to see each other at least once. I was a class of 2014. I went there from 2010 to 2014. I went to UW Bothell myself. Bothell was okay, but it's really overpriced. And the thing is, you're better off going to a community college and then just go to UW 2 years and for your 2 years. No, but UW had a little bit part of it. It was insatiable greed. All right, flick of the switch. If you say so. Looks like Everett's playing in that. I'm also watching the Everett game as JP Crawford makes the catch. It's top of the 4th, and Everett's already up 8-0. Wait, Kevin Kirby, we graduated in the same class. Okay, what did you major, Kevin Kirby? I'm interested. What did you major in? Because we maybe had the same professors in that same range. What was your major? Remember that whole Discovery Core crap? That thing was garbage. The pitch. And that is the ball. Kevin Kirby, I'm very interested to hear about this. What did you major? I can even name you professors from those days. And we got Anthony Rendon up to the plate. We got one out, and now the pitch. And that is a strike. Get a room, fellas. Oh, Sid Rocks. You really had to, don't you? As we got Laz Montez up to the plate in the minor leagues. And the pitch. And that is outside for a ball. And now the pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 2. I got to take a look at the schedule and see when the Everett Aqua Sox are playing next week. And now we're looking at the next pitch. And here it is. And now here's a fly ball by Rendon, and Julio Rodriguez is going to be there, and he makes the catch. And it looks like I missed a home run by Las Montez. And I did miss a home run by Las Montez because of you fools. Let's see how he did it. Yep, Las Montez hit a big monster, and that was just drilled out of there for a home run. And now the pitch. And that is the go. He did not. Aqua Sox game on Wednesday. Maybe I'll go to that one. They strangely have a day off on Tuesday the 3rd. Maybe I'll go on Wednesday. So Kevin Kirby, if you there, let me know. And now the pitch. Swing and a miss. Kevin Kirby, by any chance, did you take, if you were taking a business major, did you take global econ? And his name was Robert Farkash. He was that professor. Remember him? Kind of that nerdy guy, but he was like really smart and he was very passionate about his teaching. Now the pitch. And check swing, did he go? Yes, he did. And that's going to be strike 3, and that is going to retire the side. We go to the top of the inning, top of the 5th inning. Mariners are running away with this 7-2 so far. But yeah, everything was stupid. There was like Discovery Corps, which I thought was a waste of time. And then there was, I liked Global Econ. I remember I took Robert Farkash's class like 3 times. But yeah, if you had Robert Farkash, and I'm pretty sure you've had to take business statistics, and maybe you had Medlar for accounting. That class was that was fun. I didn't take I took micro econ at Bellevue College. Who else? Which other teachers? Maybe you had Andrew Abian for calculus or pre-calc or whatever it was. But man, by the time I took pre-calc, I was checked out of math at that point. I was just done. But yeah, business was... And did you get a good job out of it too, Kevin? I hope you did. Because college didn't really work out for me necessarily. Okay, Flick, I liked... You grew up on the hard streets of Linwood. Now Linwood's starting to get much more developed. And they just opened their light rail, which was by the ST3, and still waiting for my $30 car tabs, I must say. I remember I voted for that. And then it was shot down by none other than Dow Constantine of King County Executive, because he's like, oh yeah, this thing is unconstitutional. I'll tell you what's unconstitutional. What is unconstitutional is the people voted and you vetoed it because you had to use the whole Constitution excuse. What about the other constitutions that Washington's always messing with? I can't say it specifically because I don't want YouTube to like really just take me down. Mark Langston was a Mariner and an Angel. Aaron Seeley, Mariners and Angels. They're showing his 2005 jersey. Shigetoshi Hasagawa played for both of them. Jared Washburn, and they're doing a Photoshop job between. That's pretty funny. Fernando Rodney. Now the pitch to Turner. Yeah, Seattle was pretty nice too, yeah. And now here's the pitch to Turner, and that is low for a ball. Oh, yeah, you remember him. It was really cool with me. But yeah, Farkash was really easy. And the thing I liked about him, he was like real to the point. Like he wasn't all about that BS stuff that college now teaches these days. Now the pitch, and that is a foul ball. Yeah, statistics. Who was your teacher? Did you have O'Neill as business statistics? now the pitch. Now here's a ground ball, and that is going to be a base hit for Justin Turner. And now he's on first base. Mariners have never been in the World Series. Longest active drought right now. I graduated in 2010, so I could see that. But yeah, Bothell, if I could do it again, I wouldn't have went to that school. I think I should have went to. I mean, if money wasn't a thing, I probably would have went to Wazoo, and I should have. But the thing was, the finance timing was really bad. What happened was, my father was a big corporate big shot at Chase when it was like JP Morgan or something. And then their CEO in 2008 at the midst of the financial crisis. Yeah, in the financial crisis, he lost his job. So I had to take out student loans to go to school. And if I could do it again, I wouldn't have went to school. Heavily regretted it. At least I didn't go at least my loans didn't go to the national average like it is now, as Dylan Moore strikes out, and that's going to be one out. The only thing about Wazoo is that Pullman is kind of boring. Yeah, but the people are fun, though, and it makes up for it. And I think I probably would have vibed better with the people at Wazoo better than I would have at UW. I mean, UW isn't exactly... The UW demographic isn't exactly my cup of tea, but one thing I do remember... There was a huge differential from 2010 to 2014. In 2010, it seemed things were normal. But then when 2014 happened, that's when all the whole progressive thing started happening. And I was like, wait, this is a thing now? It was starting to creep up in 2012 much more. And now the pitch. And that gets away. And I think Justin Turner's going to get a free base to second base. Oh, flick of the switch. Not going to respond to that one. As Mitch Garver, he is 1 for 2 with a 2-run double. But yeah, the other school I was considering was Seattle University. I'm glad I didn't choose that school. That would have been a nightmare school to go to. As we got a fly ball to center field. Running as a center fielder, Joe Adell is getting there. And he makes the catch. As we've got now Victor Robles up to the plate. And see if he can do something big for this team. Season with runners in scoring position, 323, and now the pitch. And that is a foul ball. Robles has actually been a huge contributor to the team. Came out of nowhere. It was in May of 2021, that's what it was, when Jared Kelnick got called up. And now the pitch. And now here's a fly ball to left field, but nothing doing. And he makes the catch, and that is going to retire the side. All right. SoFi is an online bank and a personal financing company offering financial diverse products. They hold the naming rights to the home of the Los Angeles Rams and the Los Angeles Chargers, named SoFi Stadium. They offer amazing checking and savings accounts where you can get up to 4.6% on savings accounts. There are no monthly fees to maintain the accounts, and they have over 55,000 no-fee ATMs around the United States. You even have access to a budgeting program, stock trading, and insurance programs. Join SoFi and get $25 for joining and or $25 for opening a stock trading account. Links are available in the description. And thank you. And lastly, I am not a financial advisor, so either find a professional financial advisor or go with your own gut. Hey, it doesn't help when I don't have Steve Silver or Jay Trident Podcast or anyone. As we got a foul ball on the minor league side, because I'm watching that one too. You want Ian on the show, huh? I don't know. What if it jinxes it? I don't know. I don't think I've ever seen a win with him. Yeah, Steve not there. Trident's out all weekend. He has Colt Emerson up to the plate. They won when he was at your game, reporter. Okay. And we are back from the break. As we are going into the top of the 6th inning. Or shall I say it's the bottom of the 5th inning? Excuse me. Do you think Cole Young and Harry Ford will be a day one starter for next year? I don't think that will happen. And now the pitch. Now here's a fly ball drilled to right field. Forget about that one. A leadoff home run by Mickey Moniak. And now it is a 7-3 ball game as George Kirby gives up another one. And somehow George Kirby only has 46 pitches on this one. 7-3. Mariners lead now, so Angels are still fighting it. That was absolutely just drilled. And now I think that just the way he's been pitching George Kirby, and somehow he's still hanging at 46 pitches, I don't think I can see him going past 6 or 7 innings. I think he will be gone after the 6th inning, unfortunately. Because George Kirby's just not have figured it out. He's still giving up the runs. And now here is Brandon Drury. And that is a foul ball. That was absolutely drilled by Moniak. Brandon Drury. And now the pitch. And that is a strike. Now around the score, as let's see the White Sox game. White Sox just lost. They're now 31-105. And now the pitch to Drury. And that is low for a ball. This is still going to be a very long game. And now here's a fly ball drilled to right field. And that is going to be off the wall this time. And that's going to be an easy double for Brandon Drury. Oh, no, that's going to be a home run. Another home run given up. And now it's 7-4. And I think after this inning, I think George Kirby's just about had it. I would not keep him after this inning. Back-to-back home runs. Kirby has just been completely off. Like Dan Wilson, I think you got to let this man go. Now here is Joe Adele. Now the pitch. And now here's a fly ball. And that is still... And that's nothing going to be doing. No communication there. And I think, and the lack of hustle is really telling you. It is 7-4, but this lead is not going to be sustainable. I guess they're counting that as home runs now, as long as the hit gets over the yellow line. Got to do some kind of a double play. Now the throw to first, not in time. And I think this is where, after this inning, I think Dan Wilson's got to pull the plug on him. Got to get the bullpen going because they've already figured out George Kirby pretty well. And now here is Nico Cavadas. Luckily, he's batting 097, but they may not matter. And that is outside for a ball. A double play will be more than essential. All runs were given by home runs. Now the pitch. And that is outside for a ball, 2-0. Now the pitch. Foul ball. 2-1. And yeah, that home run by Julio was very critical. Now we're looking at the 2-1 by George Kirby. And now the pitch. And that is strike 2. Mariners got to score as much as they can get. And now the pitch. And now here's a ground ball. Nice play by Turner, but he's got to go to first base. And that's going to be 1 out. And if I were George Kirby, I would do the intentional walk. Like Dan Wilson, I would be calling for that intentional walk. And now Taylor Ward is now up to the plate. And I would do the intentional walk. He's already had 2 big hits. Like, what are you doing, Dan Wilson or George Kirby? I'd authorize the intentional walk. This is not the tying run to the plate. Tying run's probably like on deck. But you got to do the intentional walk. I don't like the idea of going against him. The pitch. And that is a foul ball. And just saw that Laz Montez possibly just robbed a home run. And now the pitch. And now here's a ground ball right to J.P. Crawford. Throw to first. And that is in time. But Kevin Kirby, I know. I get that. But Taylor Ward was already wrecking him. Now I got Zach Neto up to the plate. He was hit by the pitch. And that's when George Kirby was really struggling in that first inning. And now the pitch. And that is a strike. Luckily, Ohtani is not on the Angels anymore. And yeah, Zach Neto's got popped for sure. And now the pitch. And that is low for a ball. %21 RBI probability for Zach Neto. And now the pitch. Swing and a miss. And that's going to be strike 2. Now they're just 1 strike away from going to the top of the 6th. Hey, William, how's it going? He's the member of our channel. Some of you else should join too. As we are looking at a 7-4 ball game. George Kirby with a 1-2. And now the pitch. And here's a ground ball right to Dylan Moore. Throw to first. And that is in time. And that's going to retire the side. But back-to-back home runs done by with Moniak and Brandon Drury. So Mariners have got some ground to make up for as we go to top of the 6th inning. Are you looking to optimize your office, studio, or man cave? The Glance LED ticker may be for you. It is a customizable LED display providing real-life sports scores, stock prices, crypto, the news, and even the weather. Use my promo code RoofTopSports to get 10% off the purchase, and thank you. And use that promo code RoofTopSports, and the link is provided in the chat or in the description of this video. Or to help support this channel, donate to Rooftop Sports through the YouTube Super Chat or the Venmo or the PayPal. My usernames are there as well. Going to be in Issaquah at the end of September for your sister's wedding. Fan appreciation night on the 27th. You got to catch a game. I'm probably more likely to catch a game here to cover the game. Having a bright flashbacks, huh? As we're looking at 9-0 Everett so far on the top of the 6th. Alexa, turn on the lights.
Okay.
Everett is playing Eugene right now, San Francisco's affiliate. Oh, a Dairy Queen Blizzard looks really good right now, doesn't it? And it looks like we got a new pitcher. It's going to be a righty. Victor Medeiros has a 6.56 ERA with a 4.9 record. 296 opponent batting average in the pitch to Crawford, and that's going to be low for a ball. Money line, Angels at a plus 725. I did grow up in Sammamish since 1999. Went to Skyline High School. Hated that school, by the way. And it's going to be a 2-0 lead. A 2-0 count on JP Crawford. I did go to Skyline. The pitch. Outside for a ball, 3-0. Now the pitch. And that's going to be ball 4. Take your base. And now the pitch to Polanco. And now here's... Oh, it was just a replay thing. Never mind. Now here's Julio Rodriguez. And that is going to be inside for a ball. And that's going to be outside for a ball again. I did. I actually sat next to Jay Keeps. He used to copy my homework all the time at a math class. He did copy it once, so maybe I'm just over-exaggerating. Did I remember? Yeah. Will Smith came there for a football game. Nick Montana was their quarterback. Yep. Will Smith. He was there. Will Smith was semi-normal back then. Then he just got all weird. I think Jada Smith really ruined his brain. I mean, he cheated on his first wife to get Jada. That's the most tragic part of this whole thing. What a downgrade. Cason Williams, he had weed problems in college, and I went to his frat before. I hung out for like a day with him, ish. Yeah, it didn't smell great. And he got in trouble with weed, got in legal problems before, and that is a strike. Yeah, Cason Williams, and he also tried to go with the XFL, but did not work out for him. But yeah, and Cason Williams is actually my neighbor too. And his sister is a real estate agent, and she helped one of my friends buy a house. And she's also on my softball team. And now the pitch. And a foul ball. That was on the inside, and that's going to be strike 2, 3-2. At first, he went to the Bengals as an undrafted free agent, but he was released after a failed physical. Then he went to the Seahawks on a rookie minicamp contract in 2015. And now the pitch. Ground ball foul. He impressed coaches with he has really good hands. That's what he was really good at. But he was released on September 5th, but then on the next day, he was signed onto their practice squad. And on the 26th, he finally got to play. And now here is Julio. And that is popped up and fouled again. In 2017, that was his career year, which I think the Seahawks made a mistake not having him on the team. They chose freaking Tanner McElvoy instead. He caught 4 passes for 119 yards in his first preseason game, caught a touchdown against Minnesota. Now the pitch. And that's going to be ball 4 again. Take your base, and that is going to be runners on first and second. But yeah, Cason was released by the Seahawks on September 2nd. Then the next day, he went to the Cleveland Browns. And then he got a few receptions at least. He was part of that perfect season. But then he went to the Colts, did nothing, and then went to the Dragons, and now he hasn't done anything since. And now here's Cal Raleigh up to the plate. So yeah, I knew Cason pretty well. Yeah, I do think cutting him was not a good. I did not like the cutting. I didn't like Tanner McElvoy that much. And now here is Cal Raleigh. And now here's a fly ball 2 going nowhere. Caught by the center fielder as J.P. Crawford has to stay as it was too shallow. Yeah, it was 2017 preseason. He tore it up, and Pete Carroll still did not give him a job. That was frustrating. But hey, we remember that Steven Williams back in the 2013 preseason, he tore it up and did nothing after that. As Everett has now made it a 10-0 lead. And now here's Randy Arozarena up to the plate. Now the pitch. And that is inside for a ball. Pitch to Arozarena. And that's going to be a strike. 1-1. And now the pitch. And that's going to be a ball. And Arozarena is waiting on a 2-1 to pitch again. And a ground ball, probably going to be a double play ball. Throw to second, throw to first. And Arozarena doesn't even make the effort as he hits into a double play, and I did not like that lack of hustle once again. That was just absolutely unacceptable. Did not like that lack of effort. Really says a lot when you see a lack of effort like that. Really frustrating to see that. Now on commercial break, as you can tell, obviously. Seven to 4. The Mariners came up with nothing. As of now, best case scenario, I would have 66 shows this season. Odds to make the postseason, Mariners are at a plus 400. Maybe I'll buy into that one. Now here's the pitch by Kirby, and they are still letting him pitch in that 6th inning. I would have pulled him out, even though he's on pitch number 64, but he's been giving up the home runs, so that's why I don't like this idea of just leaving him in there. And now the pitch outside for a ball. I would bench Randy. Why does he not run? Yeah, I bench Randy right now. Take him out of this ball game. And Kirby with that shaking glove. And now the pitch. And that's going to be a strike. And that is a 2-1 count on Nolan Shanuel, who was a first-round pick last year, and they called him up almost immediately. Now the 2-1. Now here's a ground ball, and this is going to be tough. Here's and that gets away, and now Shanuel's going to go to second base. The lack of hustle is really, and there's nobody there. That should have been an easy out either way, and that was just some sloppy defense by the Angels, or by the Mariners. I'm sorry, but what was that? You saw Julio not paying attention? Let's take a look at that. You got Crawford just letting it through and very lazily. And Nolan Shanuel, he really did hustle. And I think he is a future killer of this Mariners team. That's why I should pull him out. I don't think Kirby should be pitching. And now the pitch. And this is Anthony Rendon, and that's going to be a ball. I mean, yeah, I'm not opposed to pitching to him. We are now looking at the next pitch, and that is a strike. As we're looking at the 1-1 for Anthony Rendon, the pitch. Now here's a ground ball right to Polanco. Throw to first in time. but Shanuel will get to third base. And that's why I think you should do the intentional walk. Now here's Logan Ohape. And now the pitch. Swing and a miss, strike one. And another pitch to Logan Ohape. And a check swing foul. Basically free strike. So let's get this guy out. Home run reliance. Lowest and average. Mariners are one of the lowest. Runs scored via the home run. They are one of the highest home run scoring teams. Oh, yeah. Kevin Kirby, I'll answer your question in just a few months. I'll keep it up there. And now the pitch. And that's a ground ball foul again. So Nolan Shanuel already played through college. So he already had 4 years of college ball. And you got like people like Cole Young who skipped college. Laz Montez skipped college. Harry Ford skipped college. So that's why. And now here is looking at the 0-2 pitch. And it's fouled again. Looking at 74 pitches for George Kirby. Hoping the Mariners don't give up a run on this one. And now we're looking at the 0-2. And now the pitch. And that is outside for a ball. That's going to be a 1-2. That looks like that was a deliberate pitch out. Don't really know why, what that was all about. It's a waste of pitch right there, if you ask me. George Kirby got his sign. He's got it. And now the pitch. Check swing. 2 balls and 2 strikes. And now we're looking at the next pitch. And now here it is. Swing and a miss, strike 3. And that is going to be 2 down as George Kirby really is working through it. He hit into a grounder. Career home runs among active hitting coaches. Wow, Eric Chavez is a hitting coach in the Mets. Marcus Thames, John Mabry, and Edgar Martinez. And now the pitch. And a ground ball foul. Now we are looking at George Kirby again. And now the pitch. And that hits the dirt, and that's going to be ball 1, 1-1 the count. And now here's Mickey Moniak, who hit the home run last inning. And now the pitch. And that is outside for a ball. And now the pitch. Outside for a ball. And the pitch. And that is ball 4. Take your base. Here in the bottom of the 6th, got runners on the corner with a tying run at the plate. And they're talking about Cal Raleigh hitting that home run, but let's be honest, I really don't care. It was 2 years ago. Something, it's not worth dwelling about anymore. And yep, Dan Wilson's finally pulling out George Kirby as he has seen enough. And now, gonna play a commercial.
Modern Exterior Solutions is a fully licensed and insured full-service exterior renovations company serving Seattle and East Side communities. We know that a home is one of your most important possessions. That's why we're committed to providing high-quality, affordable home renovations for each customer's individual budget. We're diverse enough to meet the challenges of any project you put in front of us. Our workmanship minimizes the use of third-party services, and our team works together to meet all your deadlines. Anytime there's a challenge, we work with you to find a solution. We are proud to work with distributors of quality brand products with durable, ample protection from the elements for a variety of applications, including James Hardie siding and trim. Talk with us today about your project's needs, and we can help you solve all the challenges along the way.
Commercial break still going on. Lou Garver? What are you talking about? I don't get it. Cal Raleigh with 3 seasons of consecutive home runs of 25. He's just behind Lance Parrish, Yogi Berra, Johnny Bench, and Mike Piazza. And now the pitch. Swing and a miss, and that is strike 1. And now we're looking at a 7-4. And now the pitch. Now here's a line drive, and that is going to be a base hit. And now you got a runner going to third. And now it's within a 2-run ball game as Brandon Drury has done an RBI. And that was JT Chargois. And now the pitch. And that is a ball. JT Chargois has been struggling quite a bit since he's been playing. And now here's a fly ball, and Julio makes the catch, and that's going to retire the side. He had to run all the way for that, and that's going to retire the side. as we go to the top of the 7th inning, but the Mariners gave up another run once again, and hopefully they can figure this out, and the offense has got to get it going even more. I don't know why, but I don't like Kirby's attitude. No one ever likes Kirby's attitude. Remember, he's like, oh, I don't want to pitch beyond the 7th inning. Christian, how's it going? Chicago man. Sorry, went AFK, but it's like Lou Gehrig disease, but much different. Yep. Okay. Okay, yeah. Great. Still, the commercial break is going on. And we are back from the break. And now here is Jorge Polanco. And that is going to be a 2-0 count so far. Now the pitch to Polanco. And that is a strike as he did take it. William, you got to go. But the sun's gone. As we are looking at the next pitch. And now the pitch. Ball 4, take your base. And I like the patience approach at this plate. As we got to walk. And we got Justin Turner up to the plate. And now the pitch. Oh, inside, and that nearly got him. As we're at a batting 247 with 7 home runs so far. And now the pitch. And that is in there for a strike. And now the pitch. And that is a strike. And now we're looking at the 1 and 2. Top of the 7th so far, no outs, but 1 and 2 on Justin Turner, the pitch. And fly ball foul on the 97. Doing a flashback for Dontrell Willis. This is very irrelevant. I mean, I wouldn't feel good about this after the Rays series either. They should have destroyed that team. And now it's 7-5. And now the pitch. Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did go. That's going to be strike 3. And now we've got 1 out. Dontrell Willis made his major league debut on May 9th, 2003. So they're just comparing the southpaws. And it looks like Ron Washington's going to... Yep, I think he's pulling him out of the game. New bullpen pitcher. Angels won't go away. Dirty baseball, where have you been? It's been a long time, but how have you been, man? Oh, the summer stuff, huh? Angels really won't go away. It's true. We're on commercial break because of the bullpen. It's going to be Hunter Strickland going to be coming out. Ever since I saw that Kirby was 4th in Cy Young odds, he has gotten rocked. Yup. Hunter Strickland, one of the better pitchers of the bullpen. And now the pitch. And there's a ground ball foul as Josh Rojas is taking over. Got an 0-1 count so far on Josh Rojas. He is pinch hitting for Dylan Moore because of the matchup. And now the pitch. And that was right up the middle. And why did he check swing that? Ground into a double play probability of 19%. So Josh Rojas got to come up with something big because 7-5 is not going to be enough. And now the pitch. And of course he swings at that one, and that's going to be foul ball. And now the 0-2. And a swing and a miss, strike 3. And of course, you swing at that one. Okay, Rojas. Swing one in the dirt, but not the middle. And now we got Mitch Garver up to the plate. And now the pitch. And that is low for a ball. It's going to be a 1-0 count. Mitch Garver batting 164. He's 1 for 3 with a 2-run double. Now the pitch. Low for a ball again. And now we're looking at the next pitch. And the pitch. And foul ball. We're looking at a 2-1 count. If I were Mitch Garver, see if you can try to figure out hit a home run or do an extra base hit. I don't know. Maybe you can score with score Jorge Polanco with his feet, but wouldn't be so quite sure. And now we're looking at the next pitch. And now the pitch. And now here's a fly ball to right field. Joe Adell is running a long way and doesn't make the catch. And now Polanco's probably going to go to third base. And he does. And we got runners at the corner. Jorge Polanco is the man in scoring position. And hopefully the next batter, whoever is up, that's going to be Victor Robles, who you would think at the bottom of the lineup, he can provide some value. Joe Adell nearly made a catch, but didn't happen. As we are looking at the next hitter, it's going to be Victor Robles. He's batting .275 with 4 home runs and 16 RBIs. He is 2 for 3 with an RBI. And now the pitch. Swing and a miss. And that was right down the middle, and that is a strike 1. Mariners have to win to stay 4 back from the Astros. Looks like that nearly got him. And now we're looking at the 1-1. And now the pitch. Check swing. He did not go. That's going to be a 2-1. And now the next pitch. Now here's a ground ball. Got to do some hustling. And yep, that's going to score in a run. And Victor Robles gets an infield hit. And Jorge Polanco scores. And that extends the lead to 8-5. That was pretty much a glorified suicide squeeze. And the Mariners get some insurance out of it. I'm sure happy about that. That was a close one. Should have maybe should have let it roll into the foul and blow it out or something. And now here's the pitch. And that is a ball. And Dan Wilson's being shown on the camera, but still down 4.5 games. Mariners can make it 4 games. So basically it would break even. Otherwise it would have been 3 games. And now here's the pitch. And that is a foul ball. As we are looking at 8-5. Now here's the pitch. And that is low for a ball that nearly got away. And we're looking at a 1-2. J.P. Crawford has a pretty high strikeout probability. He's been striking out quite a bit this season. But maybe some would say that maybe Victor Robles should be the leadoff, but he does provide value at the bottom. The pitch. Check swing. Did he go? He did not. It's going to be a 2-2. As we're looking at a 2-2 for J.P. Crawford. And the pitch. Inside, and that nearly got him. And that's going to be a 3-2 full count. Personally, I probably would have taken it for the team. As we're looking at a 3-2 count so far, the pitch. Why did you even swing at that, man? Crawford, what are you doing? That was a horrible pitch. What was that? J.P. Crawford, what was that? That was a horrible swing. And by the way, it's time to sing the 7th inning stretch, shall we? Take me out to the ball game. Take me out to the crowd. Buy me some peanuts and Cracker Jacks. I don't care if I ever get back, so let's root for the Mariners. They don't win, it's a shame. It would be a shame because they have a lead and they had a 5-0 lead at some point. For it's 1, 2, 3 strikes, you're out at the old ball game. This game's embarrassing. Like, what was that swing all about? It made no sense. Singing is a little bit better. You think so, huh? And Dirty Baseball, just wondering, were you part of my membership, by the way? Just wondering, just curious if you were part of that membership. It was like that $5 membership. I don't know if you were, but if you were, it would have been cool. Looks like I got a new pitcher. Not going to be JT Chargois anymore. I think it's Austin Voth. Yep, it is Austin Voth, and that is going to be low for a ball. And we're looking at the next pitch, and that is going to be inside for a ball again. It's going to be a 2-0 count. Only a 3-0 lead for the Mariners. It may not even be, it is not sustainable one bit. And now the pitch. And that is a strike. Josh Rojas at third base. And now the pitch. And that is a foul ball. And now we're looking at the 2-2. And now the pitch. And now here's a fly ball. Not even a fly ball. Popped up. And Justin Turner is going to be there. And he makes the catch. Now we got one down. And now the pitch. And that is outside for a ball. As Taylor Ward is up to the plate. And now the pitch. And that is outside for a ball. It's a 2-0 count by Austin Voth. And now the pitch. And this time it's a strike, and that's going to be a 2-1 count. As we are looking at another pitch to Taylor Ward, the pitch. And that is a strike again. That's going to be a 2-2 count. Now the pitch. Now here's a reaching ground ball, and Justin Turner's there. Gives it to Austin Voth. And we got two down already as Austin Voth has been handling it a little bit better. A little bit better than George Kirby, who was the MVP of the 95 American League Championship Series. It was Carlos Baerga. No, it was Oral Hershiser. Oral Hershiser, who they're talking about. And now the pitch. Just to think the Mariners could have signed Oral Hershiser. Maybe they should have signed him after the 97 season. And he wouldn't have been that expensive. Now the pitch. Swing and a miss, and that is a strike. Oral Hershiser was known as the Old Bulldog. Now the pitch. And that is a strike. 1-2 to Zach Neto. Now the 1-2 to Zach Neto and the pitch. And that's going to be a ball. 2-2. And a ground ball foul. And now the 2-2. Low for a ball, 3-2. Now we're looking at the 3-2. Full count. Got to get this guy out to not give Angels any opportunity. And we got Cal Raleigh calling for time, having a chatter with Austin Voth. As now we're looking at the 3-2. And now the pitch. And that's a ground ball right to Justin Turner. Tosses it to Voth. And that's going to retire the side on an easy 1-2-3 inning by the Mariners. And we go to next inning. Looks like Julio Rodriguez will be next up to the plate. Hopefully he can find a way to extend this lead. SeatGeek is a mobile ticketing app for sporting events, concerts, and other events. They make the buying experience easier by the app ranking each ticket from 0 to 10 to see if you are getting a good deal, and you can see exactly where you are sitting. I regularly use that app, and I have had nothing but a fantastic experience with SeatGeek. Use my promo code RoofTopSports to get $20 off of your first purchase. Link to the code, app, and website will be in the description, so take advantage, and thank you. And yep, use that promo code RoofTopSports. And speak of, I think this is a good time for me to use the bathroom. And now we're going into the top of the 8th inning, and we are back from the break. And we got Julio Rodriguez, who has contributed well. He walked, scored, hit a home run, but now we got Ryan Miller, who is now up to the mound for the Angels. As we are here at the top of the 8th inning, and hopefully the Mariners can add some insurance runs because 3 runs is not enough. And Angels money lines at a 10.50. So if you're in the casino, go to the casino, put $10 to win $100. Julio is at 13 home runs right now. And now the pitch. And that was an awful check swing, and that is going to be a strike 1. And now we're looking at the next pitch, and now here it is. And that is inside for a ball. And now the pitch. Checks. No check swing. That nearly got him, and that is going to be 3-1 to count. That J.P. Crawford swing was absolutely atrocious. JP honestly should not probably be part of this team anymore. Now the pitch. And ball 4, take your base. And we got Julio walking once again. And now here's Cal Raleigh, the big dumper up to the plate, has a chance to put some damage. And the first pitch going to be popped up. And it looks like Rendon is there. And he makes the catch. And that's going to be 1 down. Randy Arozarena is now up to the plate, batting .219 with 18 home runs and 47 RBIs. He did hit into a double play due to that lack of hustle. And now here is the pitch. Inside for a ball. That nearly got him. Maybe he should have took one for the team because that's the only offense he can really provide right now. Julio, maybe you should consider stealing and a pitch out. Or pitch in, more likely. Now we're looking at the next pitch. And here it is. Oh, and that hits right off of the pitcher and the throw to first. And not in time. And now you got runners on first and second with just 1 out. Ricocheted off the pitcher. Hopefully that pitcher is okay, but that did not look good. It looks like he is coming out of this game. It looks like they got a new pitcher happening. And also at the end of the game, if anyone's there, we'll take some calls. I'll give you the link of the show or link to join in at the end of the show. I'll do that so we can all have a chatter. And we are back from the break. They're showing all of the scoring. Kendrys Morales played for both teams. Mark Trumbo. Sean Figgins. Luis Sojo. Scott Spezio. Harold Reynolds. Don't forget Scott Spezio. And now here's the pitch. And that is a ball. And now the pitch. Oh, wait, it's just a warm-up pitch. What was I thinking? I wonder what happened to my layout. Why is it so small? Oh, that's why. Who's next going to be up? Dirty Baseball? It's going to be Jorge Polanco, who's now 0 for 3. He did score in the 2 runs, though, but they didn't even count his RBIs. It's going to be quite a bit of warm-ups. Still waiting. Notable homegrown draft picks by the Angels. Taylor Ward, Mac Theasis, Joe Adell, Griffin Canning, Kyron Paris, Reed Detmers, Sam Buchanan, Zach Neto, Ben Joyce, and Nolan Shanuel. And now here's Polanco. That is outside for a ball. And yes, Sticky, they did change the pitchers due to the hit by Randy Rosarena that ricocheted off the pitcher. So he had to be pulled out of the game due to health. Now we're looking at the 1-0. And now the pitch. And that is inside for a ball. It's going to be a 2-0 count. Of course I did not. I did not go to that light rail festival by Mount Lake Terrace. The pitch. And the thing is, that ST3 project has been a disaster. It's been way over budget, heavily delayed, always missing deadlines. And yet we're supposed to fork over $54 billion for this project, the pitch. And they're asking for more money on top of that. It's been a disaster of a project. The idea was good. But you don't forget, they took down a lot of trees to make that happen. Lots and lots of trees. And I will say it. I'm ashamed to say it, but I did vote for ST3 and I heavily regret it. But I tried to redeem myself with a $30 card tab thing by Tim Iman. Did get voted for, but then it was shot down because it was, quote, unconstitutional. I'll tell you what's unconstitutional. When Dow Constantine said it was unconstitutional, so he vetoed the people's vote. I mean, 50, it was a pretty decent margin, too. And now we got Justin Turner up to the plate. Now here's the pitch. And that is a ball. It's the big light rail thing is what's really killing it. And I heavily doubt that any of that revenue going towards the card tabs is even going towards any of the freaking actual stuff. Probably just goes into one man's pockets like Dow Constantine. I'm pretty sure he's a billionaire because of that project. I mean, he is like one of the board of directors in that. I mean, I can look up the position of Dow Constantine. He's the executive of King County. Probably one of the worst things that's ever happened to King County. He's been in office as a King County executive since 2009. I think I'm correct on that. Yep, he's been there since 2009. He's been there way too long. He needs to go. And now the pitch. Oh, and a fly ball to deep, not so deep. And tagging at third is Julio Rodriguez, and that is going to score in the run to make it 9-5. And the Mariners take the lead with a sacrifice fly by Justin Turner. The insurance runs keep adding on. You're going the J-Rod squad, aren't you? And Dirty Baseball just was wondering if you would like to join the show after the game to talk about your thoughts on this Mariners game. After the game, I'm inviting people to call in the pitch. And that is a strike to Josh Rojas. The pitch again. Swing and a miss. And that is strike 2 to Josh Rojas. As we got 2 outs right now. Dow Constantine is the chair of board of directors. Very sketchy, I must say. And the pitch. Outside for a ball. Other notable names, Pete Von Reichbauer, who is a King County council member for King County. Also Bruce Harrell, mayor of Seattle. So it's pretty sketchy that these kind of people are even on that list of board of directors, the board members. I mean, this is an organization that doesn't even make money. And now the pitch. And a ground ball right to the first baseman, and that is not going to get anything done. And that's going to retire the side. But however, the Mariners do score another run off an RBI sacrifice fly by Justin Turner. And we go to the bottom of the 8th. Still 9. It is 9-5. Sucks that we may not be in contention for the postseason. My thoughts right now is we need to not drop the next 2 games against the Angels or else we're cooked. Yeah, they got to win them all. I think you got to sweep them. Can't go 2 out of 3 because based on what Houston's doing against Kansas City, got to sweep them. SeatGeek is a mobile ticketing app for sporting events, concerts, and other events. They make the buying experience easier by the app ranking each ticket from 0 to 10 to see if you are getting a good deal, and you can see exactly where you are sitting. I regularly use that app, and I have had nothing but a fantastic experience with SeatGeek. Use my promo code RoofTopSports to get $20 off of your first purchase. Link to the code, app, and website will be in the description, so take advantage, and thank you. And there's that promo code RoofTopSports for your $20 off. Of course, Griffey would take a cotton candy. Look at his weight. The local portions of the measure of ST3 would be partially funded by increases in sales tax, car tabs tax, and property tax. All went up because of the light rail project, which it has been a disaster. And I wonder how far it's actually going. Oh, and now here's a fly ball to right field. And Robles is there and makes the catch, and that's going to be one down. And now the pitch. And that is a strike. And we're looking at the pitch. Oh, and that hit him, and that is going to be taking the base. Way to waste it, Trent Thornton. That was Anthony Rendon who you wasted it on. And now the next pitch, and that is a strike. And by the way, Trent Thornton is now taking over for the bullpen. Which maybe I would have pitched Austin Voth for one more inning personally. And now the pitch, swing and a miss, and that is going to be a strike too. And you would think that Andres Munoz is going to be on the bullpen. He's probably warming up. Leo Rivas is now taking over at second base for Jorge Polanco. And now the pitch, outside for a ball, 1-2. And now we're looking at the next pitch. And here it is. Check swing. Did he go? He did go, and that's going to be strike 3. And now there's going to be 2 down. As Trent Thornton's actually been pitching pretty well this inning so far. And he's not even at 10 pitches right now. But he probably will be by the end of this inning. And that was actually, he went all the way through. There was no doubt about that. Nice spin on that pitch by Trent Thornton. And he did clearly go around. Now here is Moniak. And that is a foul ball. Moniak has 10 home runs, batting .230, 41 RBIs. And now the pitch. And that's a foul ball, strike 2, which is nice to see. And now we're looking at the 0-2, and now the pitch. And that is a ball. Maybe I thought that was a strike. And now we're still at a 1-2 so far. 2 outs so far in the bottom of the 8th inning. And now the 1-2 pitch. And a ground ball foul again. Now we're looking at 13% hit probability for Mickey Moniak. And now the pitch. And now here is a line drive. Oh, and that was fielded but bobbled by. And that's going to be no play. As Leo Rivas had a chance to end this inning. But now you got runners. You got a runner in scoring position. And you possibly have a within run at the plate. That should be charged as an error. He had that. That was Mickey Moniak with 103 exit velocity. Now Brandon Drury is up to the plate. Brandon Drury's been dealing with injury problems this season. Now the pitch. Inside the net, nearly got him. Brandon Drury, his best season was with the Angels last season with 26 home runs. Drury's been around the league since 2015. He was born in 1992. Now the pitch. Up high for a ball. Drury was an Angels fan growing up. Now the pitch. And that is a strike. 2-1. Oops. Looks like my feed just went. Ah, great. Oh, here's the pitch. Low for a ball. 3-1. Now the pitch. And now here's a fly ball to left field. And Rosarena makes the catch. And that retires the side. We go to the top of the 9th inning. Mitch Garver, Victor Robles, and J.P. Crawford will be up to the plate. And hopefully they can add some insurance runs.
Modern Exterior Solutions is a fully licensed and insured full-service exterior renovations company serving Seattle and East Side communities. We know that a home is one of your most important possessions. That's why we're committed to providing high-quality, affordable home renovations for each customer's individual budget. We're diverse enough to meet the challenges of any project you put in front of us. Our workmanship minimizes the use of third-party services, and our team works together to meet all your deadlines. Anytime there's a challenge, we work with you to find a solution. We are proud to work with distributors of quality brand products with durable, ample protection from the elements for a variety of applications, including James Hardie siding and trim. Talk with us today about your project's needs, and we can help you solve all the challenges along the way.
And you are correct, Chris. This thing has been going on for literally an eternity. Everybody stopped chatting too. Yeah, everyone got bored all of a sudden. Because this game has really been a drag. Glad to see all you guys still around. I'll still And if you guys would like to come on to the show, you guys are welcome to. I'll put the invite in there once we get the opportunity. The thing that cracks me up the most in baseball is when players think they have to always swing at 2-0 and 3-1, I guess so. And now everyone's falling back. Flick of the switch, fell asleep at the KB. I don't know what happened to Josh. He pretty much just disappeared. And now we got Mitch Garver up to the plate and the pitch. And that is a fly ball, popped up. Nothing doing. And Moniak makes the catch, and that is going to be 1 out. They're showing the Mariners' schedule for the remainder. It's not going to be easy. After this, you're going to Oakland and then St. Louis, San Diego at home, Texas at home. So there's not going to be any easy goers on this one. Checking for the pitcher tomorrow. Now the pitch to Robles. He definitely went around there for a strike. Not exactly an ideal one. Brian Wu versus Tyler Anderson tomorrow. Yeah, I mean, if you're in the casino right now, go to the casino. See if you can put in the bet. Because let's see where the numbers are and the odds are for the Angels winning the pitch. And the strike, and Robles was literally just meditating. Doesn't even let me. And now the pitch. And now here's a fly ball to not so deep left center field. And he makes the catch. Yeah, I didn't think Scott Service was the right guy to be a manager anyway. And now here is J.P. Crawford. And low for a ball. "28 games left, 16 on the road, 12 at home. They have the 7th easiest remaining schedule." And now here is J.P. Crawford and the pitch. And that is a strike. It's going to be a 1-1 count. Now the pitch. I think you have to pitch at least a certain amount of games. Brian Wu started in May. And now we're looking at the 2-1. And now the pitch. 3-1 the count. And this is the J.P. Crawford I like to see. A much more patient J.P. Crawford at the plate. The pitch. And that's a foul ball. Let's look at Brian Wu's numbers as we speak. Brian Wu is now at 6-2 with a 2.05 ERA. He's had an insane season so far. He's only had 16 games started. The pitch and a swing and a miss, strike 3, and that's going to retire the side. We go to the bottom of the 9th inning. Last try for the Angels going to be Joe Adell, Nico Cavadas, and Taylor Ward. SeatGeek is a mobile ticketing app for sporting events, concerts, and other events. They make the buying experience easier by the app ranking each ticket from 0 to 10 to see if you are getting a good deal, and you can see exactly where you are sitting. I regularly use that app, and I have had nothing but a fantastic experience with SeatGeek. Use my promo code RoofTopSports to get $20 off of your first purchase. Link to the code, app, and website will be in the description, so take advantage, and thank you. Get JP out of leadoff? I guess so at this point. Yeah, he's terrible. If he had pitched like the whole season, he could win the Cy Young, maybe. I think Garcia is still injured at this time. Let me see where Garcia is at on the injury report. Yeah, Garcia is still in the 15-day. Not going to be back until maybe September 20th. And same with Gregory Santos. Haggerty's been pretty much gone. Jackson Kowar with a Tommy John. Taylor Dollard, gone. We're at the bottom of the 9th. Pitcher's going to be Troy Taylor. I would think that the Everett game has been over by now. Take a look at Tacoma's game. Let's see, Modesto won 6-3. Arkansas won 4-2. Can't really see the box score because this app is really slow. And we are back from the break. Cole Young went 1-for-3. Harry Ford was a leadoff, went 0-for-4. So he's not really making himself a really good case. And now here's Everett Aqua Sox. They are up 12-3 in the bottom of the 9th inning. Laz Montez hit a home run. And now here is Troy Taylor up to the mound. He's been pitching very well since he has taken over, since he has been on the pitcher. He has a 1.42 ERA. Now the pitch. And that is a ball. Troy Taylor with a 1.42 ERA in 7 games played. So I do like that he is getting work in. And now the pitch. Ground ball, foul. He is 22 years old, so he's a very young kid. Let's see what's Troy Taylor's history. Troy Taylor, very familiar with the area. Probably had a lot of Disneyland memories, too. Now the pitch. And that is a strike. Troy Taylor was an Everett as of last year. He was in 2020. The pitch popped up, and that should be maybe playable. And Cal Raleigh's looking. And he nearly makes the catch, but he drops it. Troy Taylor was drafted by the Mariners in 2021, but he did not sign. Then he was drafted again in 2022. Then he signed as a 12th round pick. And now the pitch. Outside for a ball. It was in the amateur draft, that was. Now the 2-2 pitch. And now here's a line drive caught by Josh Rojas. And now we've got one out. He spent most of his time in Everett. He started in Everett actually this year, then went to Double-A, and then they skipped him. So he's had quite a roller coaster of a ride of his career so far. He did start in Modesto. And a swing and a miss. What is your team ranked for softball? Softball is over. We went all the way to the finals. Now the pitch. And that is a ball. Let's be real. Mariners are playing a baseball game. It's going to be a struggle no matter who they play. Still go M's. Get that W. Yep, you're right, Mr. Sticky. Now we're looking at the 1-1 so far. And now the pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. Nice pitch by Troy Taylor. It's crazy that he made quite a jump. Started from Everett this season, then to Double-A, and now he's on the major leagues. So congratulations to him. Now the pitch again. Low for a ball. 2-2. As we are winding down, hoping that this could be a conclusion with a nice Mariners victory here on Apple TV night. As we are looking at a 2-2, and now here's the pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3, and now we got 2 down here in the bottom of the 9th inning. Shohei Ohtani's numbers from 21 to 23 was absolutely sensational. 124 home runs. As a pitcher, he was 6th best pitcher as an ERA with 2.84. Ohtani as a pitcher was also something else. And now the pitch. And that is a swing and a miss by Taylor Ward. Still some Ohtani fans still hanging around. And now we're looking at the 0-1 so far. 9-5 Mariners trying to close this out. The pitch. Swing and a miss, and it's game time. Mariners jumped out to a 5-0 lead. Then the Angels made up for it by scoring 2. Then Julio hit the 2-run home run to make it 7-2, and the Angels came all the way back to make it 7-5, and then the 2 runs were scored. And now here's the pitch. Outside for a ball, 1-2. They still got time for the rest of this season. If they win this, they will now be 4 games back from Houston. Now we're looking at the 1-2 and the pitch. And that is going to be fly ball popped up. This will do it. Victor Robles is there. He makes the catch, and the ball game is over. The Mariners will take game 1 of this 3-game series against the Anaheim Angels. They jumped out to a 5-0 lead. Then they squandered it a little bit, making it 5-2. Julio hit the 2-run home run to make it 7-2, and then made it 7-5 by back-to-back home runs and an RBI hit. And then 2 runs were scored by Victor Robles' little bit of a dribbler grounder and a sacrifice fly by Justin Turner. Also in the wild card, Mariners are 4.5 back from the wild card. Maybe take advantage of that dwindling Twins team who have seemed to be falling apart. And now Mariners have opportunities to keep it going. And now I'm now inviting everyone to join me, or anyone to join me in the post-game show. And what a game it was for the Mariners. Dirty Baseball, Mr. Sticky, Flick of the Switch. If you're around, or maybe my friend Ian, you can join. Otherwise, I may go soon. But what a victory by the Mariners, I must say. Yep, Astros won. If you got drafted by an MLB team, you would sign immediately. Yeah. Thing is, you don't get paid well in the minor leagues. That's a problem. You get paid less than minimum wage in some ways, which is pretty sad. Well, it looks like everyone's pretty much taken off. I mean, my views have pretty much dwindled, but I did have a pretty good night. Total of 162 views. So I definitely do appreciate you guys being here, but looks like that's going to be it for the game. Good to see the Mariners win, but now it's time to say goodnight. And everyone, go Mariners, and hopefully they win the series by tomorrow.